the first card you have you past is the Three of Swords. So obviously this card is about hurt, about heartbreak. It's about hurtful words quite often leading to some kind of heartbreak. I do see words quite often when I see swords. So obviously I'm seeing a lot of problems. I'm seeing that there are probably some problems going on in a group of people, probably a group of 3 people. I'm actually seeing there was a misunderstanding. There was a misunderstanding between you and another person in this group of people. I'm seeing that, yes, there could have been some kind of situation where you weren't organised or something like that, and this led to you being late with something that was important to someone else, or maybe you weren't doing something for this person that they thought you promised that you'd do for them or something like that. And I'm seeing they were taking this really, really, really personally. And I'm just getting this feeling of they were thinking that, they might have been thinking that you were favouring one person over another person, probably the other person in this group of 3. And yes, they were feeling left out and they were feeling a bit less important than someone else in this group. And it really, really hurt them. They were really hurt. I'm seeing that this person was really feeling really hurt, really angry. They probably said some hurtful words to you. I'm seeing they were probably just lashing out, being really upset. And the kind of things they said to you were quite nasty, quite bad, but they were lashing out in anger to you. That's what I'm seeing. And you know, they use the kind of words that are really hard to forget, hard to get out of your head. That's what I'm seeing. So they were really hurt, and then in turn they went and hurt you with their words. That's what I'm seeing. So they might not be around you at this time, or they might even not be speaking to you at this time. So if this resonates and you're still in the middle of this horrible drama or whatever this thing is, maybe just leave things for a while before you try to speak to them, because I am getting this sense that you would like to talk to them again. You would like to kind of get things out into the open, or get back together and talk to them again, or be around them again. But I'm just seeing that they're still very, very angry at this time. They're still very unhappy. They're just not ready to open up. They're just not ready to talk to you again. That's what I'm seeing. So it's going to take some time for them to calm down before they even want to listen to anything you have to say. And that's not a reflection on you being a horrible person or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they were very, very upset, probably too upset, over upset. They didn't understand what happened, that you were a bit disorganized. They thought that you'd done something deliberately and you'd left them out deliberately. So yes, I think that you will probably talk to them again at some time, but it won't be for a long, long time. I'm seeing it's going to take them a long time to actually feel a bit better and feel ready to speak to you again. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have you past is the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, I'm seeing you having to, yes, you're doing some kind of work or some kind of studying, or some studying that's going to lead to some other work goal or something like that, in career or something like that. I'm actually seeing that you could have been taking a lot longer than you needed on a particular task in this. You might have been overworking something or over researching something. I'm seeing you going over and over and over again and changing things on one kind of section. But then, you know, this was a form of procrastination actually, because I'm seeing that you're at some kind of a crossroad, or you had some kind of very difficult decision to make around this. You could either go one way or another way, but you weren't actually making that decision. You're finding that quite difficult. And so to procrastinate on that, you're actually doing overwork or over research on one section of this. Now, you might have been saying to yourself, oh, I'm working hard on this, but the work that you're actually doing wasn't moving you forward. You're just kind of going over and over the same thing over and over again. And so, yes, I don't want to tell you what to do, but obviously, you know, I'm Aries. I'm all about moving forward, quickly doing things. So, you know, if you're going through this, I'm seeing that you're going to have to make this decision. You can't just sit there and, you know, do all these other kinds of things to kind of stop you from making this decision. You might not be thinking that that's what you're doing, but I'm seeing that that is probably what you're doing. I'm sorry. So you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to stick with it. I'm seeing there is a deadline. There's a deadline to this. And yeah, again, I don't want to boss you around, but you're better off having something finished by the deadline and putting it through, getting it done, getting a result, moving on, than not having anything at all ready for the deadline because you had one perfect section that you'd worked over and over again 500 times, and that was perfect, but it wasn't finished because you didn't actually make the decision you needed to make and then move on, get on with it, and then finish. So I'm seeing that, just try and do what you can, make the decision, move on from that, move forward, get it finished by the deadline. That's what I'm seeing. You can't make something perfect. You can't keep on trying to make it perfect, make the perfect decision, do the perfect thing. Nothing is perfect. Absolutely nothing is ever perfect. So, just do it. Just get it done. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not, and don't be angry with me. I'm not saying, oh, do a bad job and rush it and get it through. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that a job that is not quite perfect and finished is better than nothing at all. And if you don't have things done by the deadline, you don't get the result. You get no mark, you get no result, you get no anything. So you really have to make an effort to do as much as you can by the deadline and then just get that through. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, you passed, is a 3 of Wands. So yes, more threes. I'm seeing here 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. So this is reflecting that again. Yes, again, I'm seeing 2 things in this card. The first thing I'm seeing is about this project or this kind of work thing or this studying in the Knight of Pentacles. This man's looking out to sea, he's gazing out, he's waiting for his ships to come in. You might be standing there or sitting there thinking, oh, when is this decision going to pop into my head out of the sky? And I know it sounds like I'm picking on you. I'm not picking on you. I'm sorry. I really do love you, Libra. I'm not picking on you at all. But you can't just sit there waiting for something to come. You can't just procrastinate, going over and over a thing. Make a decision and then stick to it and move forward. It's not going to come to you. It has to come from you. You have to be responsible and make this decision. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing is that I'm seeing that you're probably still going to be, or you were at this time, you were waiting for this person to come back to you and talk to you, this person in the 3 of Swords. You might have been wishing that they would change their minds, come back to you, talk to you again. I'm seeing you wanting this because I keep on seeing these 3s. So I'm seeing that you're probably wanting this group of 3 to come back together again as it was. You love the feeling of this group and you wanted it to be back to the way it used to be, that lovely same old familiar feeling. Now, I'm seeing that you probably will talk to this person again. Again, I'm seeing the same thing, but it's not going to happen for a while. It's not going to happen for a while. So stop sitting there gazing out to the water, waiting for this person to come back. Stop sitting there waiting for this kind of idea to come into your head. Please do it. Please move forward. And don't be angry with me. I'm not being horrible to you. I just care about you. The first card you have, your present, is the Page of Swords. So yes, this person who was really hurt, I'm seeing, yes, again, they're probably still very upset. They have their guard up, they have their sword up, they're kind of waiting, they're sitting there with their sword up saying, oh, this person did this, I'm so angry, I'm ready to fight, I'm so upset. They have that kind of mindset about them. They're feeling very defensive as well. And I'm seeing that they're probably going through everything in their mind. They're probably going through everything you did, everything they said, around and around and around in their mind, like the wind flying past this person, their hair's kind of flying up in the air with this Page of Swords, and the wind's flapping around, they're up in the clouds. And they're just really in this whirlwind in their mind. They're going around and around the conversation and what happened with you. And, again, I'm seeing that you are hoping, and you still are hoping, for this person to come back, maybe reconcile with you, maybe connect with you again. It would be way too early to do this right now. They're just not ready to do this at the moment. They're still absolutely furious, upset, they've got their guard up. There's no way they would come forward to you at this time, but they will in the future. So just take your mind off this person for a while. You can't do anything about this for a while. Eventually, when you get back together with them to talk to them, then you'll be ready to say and do whatever you need to do. But at this time, it's way too early. The next card you have for your present is the Queen of Cups. So yes, again, this person's very, very emotional. They're totally focused on their feelings. They're totally focused on their upset. I'm still seeing that again. I'm also seeing that, yes, what I'm seeing as well is that, yes, if you're a single person, and maybe not even if you're single, could be anyone, there could be someone who you have a bit of a crush on, actually. I'm seeing this kind of dreaminess or this dreaming around this person. You might be daydreaming about someone. You might catch yourself looking at them when you're not supposed to be looking at them. You might even be having a dream about them, you know, dreams at night time about them. And, you know, you might be happy to do this. I'm not saying you actually have any concrete plans to go and talk to them or make this into a relationship. This might sound a bit strange, actually, but it might even feel quite safe just having a crush on them, just dreaming about them and not actually taking action. This is kind of your safe place. You're just enjoying these feelings, thinking about this person, but you're not taking action. Now, you might at some time, you might get together with this person at some time. I'm not saying that you never will, but it's like, you know, you feel a bit safe. You're kind of, you have a lot of other problems going on and you just like kind of thinking about this person. It's a little bit like, you know, when a teenager has a crush on, say, a movie star or something, and it's kind of safe for them to explore those love feelings around that person because they can't get hurt, they can't get into trouble, nothing can happen to them. They can just kind of explore how they feel and they're kind of learning while they're doing that. It's kind of an immature kind of way to explore those feelings and learning for the future. So I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm not saying like a teenager, but you know, it's kind of like this is safe for you to kind of have ideas and dream about this person, but you're not actually taking action. It would be a bit too much for you to do that at this time. The last card, I'm sorry about that noise going on outside. I have nothing else to say about it. I'm just trying to ignore it. The last card you have for your present is the Nine of Wands. So yes, gradually coming forward. Look at this person in this card, very upset. They've been hurt and they're gradually starting to come forward. So you know who this is probably about. This is about this person who was very hurt in the Three of Swords. Now they're eventually going to come forward. They're very gradually, very slowly going to come forward. They're going to come and talk to you again, but try not to come forward to them. Try not to speak to them. Try not to approach them. Wait until they're ready for you. They're going to know when they're ready to contact you again. It's going to be on their terms, I'm seeing. You are going to connect again. You are going to get together again. But I'm seeing that when you do that, this is going to be a completely different kind of a relationship. I'm not saying it's going to be a worse relationship, but it's just going to be different. And even when you do get together and you do start kind of mending things again, it's going to take a long time to mend. It's going to take a long, long time. It's going to be very slow and very gradual, but it's going to be on their terms. I'm sorry, that's just what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your future is the Six of Swords. So what I'm seeing in this card is I'm seeing there's probably going to be a mentor or someone who could be advising you or helping you to make this decision, move forward in this work or this study thing that I'm seeing in the Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing that you are finally going to make your decision. You are going to make up your mind about this. You're going to be putting your head above your emotions, above your fear, above all of these kind of stressful feelings you had about this. You're just going to put your mind up there, logic, you're just going to make a decision and you're going to do this. But I'm seeing that even after you do this decision, after you do make this decision and you do kind of do this and you do start moving forward, you're still going to be going backwards and forwards emotionally inside your mind about this. Because I'm just looking at the woman in this boat and she's moving forward, definitely. She can't go back. She's made the decision to move. She's doing it. But she still has, you know, and someone's helping her. So this is this mentor that I'm seeing. But she's still bringing some of these old problems. She's still bringing these swords with her. So she's still thinking about, have I done the right thing? I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. And that's how you're going to be. But it doesn't really matter whether you have regrets or not, or what you're thinking about, whether you've made the right decision. The thing is, you are going to make this decision, you are going to move forward, and you're just going to do this, and I'm really happy about that. I mean, it's very Libra. I'm sorry I'm picking on you again, I know, but it is very Libra to be so indecisive, and then even when you made a decision, think, have I made the right decision? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You've made the decision now. You're moving forward. That's the main thing. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So, yes, I'm seeing that subconsciously this is what was happening. You were putting off this decision in the Knight of Pentacles. You were putting it off for a long, long time. I'm seeing that you were ultimately afraid that you'd make the decision, you'd go forward, you do this, and ultimately at the end of all of this, you wouldn't get the rewards back. You'd be really lost. You wouldn't know whether you'd be able to actually even finish and get these rewards. You had a lot of fears, a lot of worries around this. And I'm seeing with this is that I wouldn't worry about this if I were you. I'm seeing that you are going to get this positive result. You definitely will. I'm seeing that, you know, there are going to be times where it is going to take a long time for you to get these results. There are going to be some things that are going to take a long time, and you are going to have these fear feelings again. You're going to be saying, oh, I'm waiting again. I want these results to come. Is it going to be positive? Is it going to be negative? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm worrying about it. It will be positive. Don't worry about it. It's just going to take time. Try to be patient. Try to just ride through this. You can't do anything about this anyway. Once you've made the decision, you put it in, it's gone in for the deadline. You can't do anything anyway. So try not to stress too much about it. I know it's very difficult. I know it is. Also, when there are delays, it's very difficult as well. But you are going to get a result. It is going to be positive. And I'm seeing there are going to be positive results that come from this down the track as well. Probably some financial results are going to come to you, and they are going to be positive with these coins. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is the Five of Cups. Yes, look at this poor person. They're so down. They're so upset. They're looking at these cups. They're very sad about what's happened. So obviously this is about this person in the Three of Swords. This is about this person who you really hurt. They hurt you as well, and they've gone off by themselves, and they're still upset. They're still thinking about this, but there is a bridge. There's a bridge in this card, and it is going to happen. They are going to come over this bridge. They are going to approach you. Please, again, I am seeing a temptation in you to come toward them much sooner than you should be. I know it's very hard as well, more things, more frustrations that you want to happen sooner than they're happening, but you're just going to have to wait until this person's ready. If you come in prematurely when they're not quite ready emotionally, they're still going to be angry. It's going to backfire on you. Please wait until it's ready. It's like a cake that's cooking in the oven. Don't pull it out of the oven when it's not cooked yet. It's not going to taste very nice. Nobody's going to like it. If you serve it up to people, they're probably going to turn their nose up and walk away from you. And you know, you've got to wait until this cake is cooked. Wait until this person is emotionally ready. When they're ready, they'll come to you, and they'll come over this bridge to talk to you. And even then, as I was saying, it's going to take some time for them to come back and actually repair this relationship, but it will happen. A lot of frustrations, but they are going to happen for you. So Libra, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for being patient, and thank you so much for watching.